And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden NFL 25.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled for a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Searches from the pocket. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes got to throw on this first play. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play action, Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. To the air, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down run by Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. To throw, Herbert. Finding Hurst. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Chark there to haul it in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Into the second level past the 30. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up third and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On third down, Herbert. Oh, he got free. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Pistol now for Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Hauled in by Worthy. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently, because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10, Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing on first is Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They've got first down from the 31. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. He'll try and run this.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Tight end going in motion here. From the 39. It's complete to Hopkins. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
I tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people, and that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
Throwing is Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Mahomes. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Reed now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning left is Johnston. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third and a lone yard coming up. It's Pacheco again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Takes off right out of the read option. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got a man in motion. Herbert on 1st down. That's complete to Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Herbert again. On target to Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers losing by 7. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. To throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Back to throw. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here he is to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. All right, here we go. Second down. Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. Touchdown, and a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Ball at the 33 for first down. He'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. That one is good! And he hits one more time to win them this game. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.